Hey everybody, how are you guys doing? Give me just a second, we're just getting started. Let me get all my stuff pulled up. Sorry about the lack of streams lately. I have been very much kind of busy lately and not exactly free to easily stream. Also, there's been a lot of complications of shit going on in my life lately, so yeah, my internet bill got raised up really high all of a sudden, and I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. I got it lowered some, but I had to go down on my internet, like on my internet speed. So I'm probably gonna have to stop streaming. That's planning to potentially. I don't know. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Let me make sure chat's working just to make sure. How are you guys doing? Hopefully good. I haven't been doing a whole lot. I'm trying to remember what all's been going on this week. It's been a busy, hectic week where I haven't been free for like most of it. I've had a lot of shit popping up that I was trying to take care of, so I'll just say honestly it's been chaos, and streaming this week wouldn't have been great. I wasn't feeling up to it either. I'm not feeling great about the spot where the channel's in right now. God, this camera is still irritating even now when I'm nearly fucking finishing the game. It feels like it's not super cooperative. Just for once, I'd like it to let me finish without all these struggles. We already talked about the Pokemon stuff. I think we... Oh, I was deployed the wrong save file, because I didn't... Oh yeah, that's right. I actually have to fucking load the save when I'm starting the game. Of course, I forgot the game fucking does that, and then from there you pick where you're supposed to load in. It feels like I didn't do that the last time. I forgot. Whatever. Let's get in quickly and get that started. I know there was some new stuff that was announced since the last time I was streaming. Not like a whole lot. I know there's a Sony thing, if I haven't already talked about that. The Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade thing. I looked that up, and apparently it's not a sequel like I thought. It's just like basically like a port for PS5 version, and I gotta say I don't really care about that too much. Okay, let's get this loaded correctly this time, since I apparently didn't last time. There we go. Now I can play this and finish this game like I intended to. Guys, mind if I like really quickly just get the video URL for like copying over to Discord? Might as well just to get it out of the way. I'll paste it in Discord, and then that takes care of that. So let's get back to where we were going. I had a lot I want to talk about. Give me a second or two, actually. I'm gonna pull up something I've been holding on to, just a list of things I want to talk about. Let me fiddle with the stuff for just a second until I'm ready. It won't take very long. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have a whole bunch of things that I was meaning to talk about because I didn't tab back in. Let me fix that. I think we're good. Okay, cool. So I wrote a whole bunch of things up that I haven't discussed yet that I was meaning to. I didn't because I got distracted by that Pokemon Presents news last stream. So we have a lot that I can talk about that I want to talk about, and I want to like just have a little bit of discussion for a little bit. I'm gonna start with this level. It's probably best for last, is to get one of these out of the way, and then once we're done with it, done with this first mission on it, we'll come back to it for the very last one. So yeah, another weird level based on the game's villain, Rez. So yeah, first thing that comes to mind, so I just want to talk about for a little bit. Don't think I've brought this up too much. How do you guys feel about like doctor's visits? I've never been like particularly fond of going to the doctor. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. It's just a thing where it's like, usually it feels like you kind of dread it. I don't know, it's not always that. Just feels like, you know, there's usually something wrong when you're going. Not always, but a lot of the time. Like if you're sick with I don't know, cold could be one thing, allergy issues, any number of things going on, have to get looked at, and weird, sometimes uncomfortable stuff going on. Also, on top of that, I don't know about you guys, I hate needles. I really hate needles, or at least I did when I was younger, especially. Like, now that I'm older, I can tolerate getting a shot, and I'm not really going to be upset about it, but as a kid, I always hated fucking getting shot, so going to the doctor was not a fun time. Also, there's no need for me to collect like a whole bunch of collectibles in this one. I checked and there's only like the red remotes, and there's a hidden collectible thing where it's like little CG movie or whatever you want to call it that plays when you get like the hidden thing for this, so it's just me looking for those. And then once I get those, I finish the level up. So I'm not gonna bother with like properly searching the level for everything, just find the one thing I need and then move on. I've been seeing some stuff like an emulator crashing when you get it though, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to or not. We'll just see. I hate this fucking weird FOV here where the game's like fading shit in and out when I get closer to it, where I can only see it when I'm nearby. I'm not really that big of a like on graphics, like I don't care too much, but FOV is one thing I care about, and this wouldn't expect it to be this bad because I haven't seen this in like many fucking older games. But no, FOV in this game is kind of not very good in my opinion. Whatever though. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. I don't like going to the doctor. Also, depending on how things are going, I'm going to have to go to any number of specialty doctors. I don't know, I just don't enjoy being stuck in a doctor's office. Don't usually get to have electronics on or anything. They get annoyed if you do. It feels like you have to wait a while. Scheduling the appointment can take quite a bit of time. There's a lot of things that I don't love about visiting the doctor. Also, certain things like going to like the dentist aren't a lot of fun either. Dentists are usually the ones that are rather annoying, even though I don't visit them very often. Just like not great. It doesn't feel good having somebody like have their hand pry around your mouth, even if it's for something it's supposed to help you, like removing a tooth that's causing you pain. It still just feels really, really awkward, I'll be honest. Like it might be helpful, but I never really like going to the dentist. It feels incredibly uncomfortable every time I visit, so yeah. I've only been like a handful of times as far as I can remember either, so which makes it a little more awkward when I have to go. I think any other stuff. Going for like visits to like check up on your eyes is surprisingly okay. Like it doesn't feel like there's anything really bad done with your eyes when you're visiting like an eye doctor. It's easy enough to get like in and out and like get your eyes checked up for glasses or contacts to see if your eyes are okay. That's something I found usually goes pretty well. Usually, at least. I don't go to the eye doctor like super often though. I think it's usually just you need like a new pair of glasses, so it's like, why bother? Yeah, I don't know. Feel free to share your guys' experience going to the doctor's office as well, like how you guys feel about doctor's visits if you want. I don't mind. Be more than happy to talk about whatever. Chat's not really very active right now, which makes me a little bit sad, honestly. Oh, cool. Fucking hit me with fire when I'm trying to fucking get rid of this thing, why don't you? Ugh, that brain thing is really fucking weird. Okay, that takes care of one red remote. Let's try and get another one. Not from here, though. X, is this gonna show a movie? It does, okay. Interesting. I'll shut up. I don't know how bad the mixing is my voice here.
Lock and load, little lizard.
At least compared to like my normal mixing, because I haven't missed these secret clip things at all. Wait, that was it? That was the fucking secret clip I fucking went out of my way to grab. Was that? That was rather anticlimactic to go like through all that just to see like a little weird like movie room type of thing sitting there, and that's it. Also, I'm gonna reload and make sure chat's working. Apologies, it's a little bit like boring or it slows the stream down. It's just that I don't see any messages, and I need to make absolutely certain if we're actually live, and I think it's fine there, but like actually certain everything's working correctly, just in case. Okay, whatever. I think we're good. Just checking. I'm gonna need 1 second because I'm just taking care of a short little thing on my lists, and then we'll be good to continue. Should I click back in or what? Okay, there we go. I did this one last time and I never finished it, but I actually practiced these a little bit so I wouldn't be stuck on them, so should be able to beat this time.
This old house.
I'm curious, do you guys have any like showering habits you like to do? I'm just curious. It's like and things I want to talk about for a little bit, and like got a pretty extensive list of stuff I could think of that was interesting to talk about. Hey C's, welcome to the stream, good to see you. Glad you could make it. Things have been going rather weird lately. I haven't been able to stream as I've been like wanting to. Things have just been like a little bit nasty in terms of how busy I've been being lately. Haven't had the time to set aside for streams like I would normally. Good to see you, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it by again. Oh shit, why did I assume I could make that from here? Let's see, where were we trying? Oh, right, I mentioned showering habits, because I thought that'd be something that'd be interesting enough. Okay, this level's annoying. I remember why I couldn't beat this. It's not because it wasn't doable, it was because I didn't remember all this fucking weird platforming the game throws at you. Like, all the physics here are rather bizarre. It's one of those stupid haunted mansion levels, after all. But yeah, how do you guys do your showers normally? You guys, like, actually prefer to use hot water all the time, or do you guys do cold showers? Like, I'm curious. I actually looked into like something like recently online. I don't remember why, but like I remember like looking up and finding out that apparently showering with like no soap is actually like relatively the same as showering with soap. Like, if you don't shower with soap and you keep doing it, it's not a huge and noticeable difference in terms of like how you smell. I'd preferably will like use soap, but I mean sometimes I just get in the shower to like rinse myself off and like get a quick shower and get it over with, so don't always get in the shower with the intent of taking a full shower. I think I prefer taking one with soap, but sometimes it's fine not to use soap any. It's weird to like see that. Like, I don't know where that like study came up from. I'd have to look on Google again and tell you, but it's easy enough to find it yourself if you look it up. Like, I remember like looking this up out of curiosity, if like just showering with like the water on is enough to make you cleaner, and I didn't think so. I mean, movies depict people like going in like lakes to take a bath, and it's like not gonna have soap with you if you're out in like some lake rinsing yourself off, after all. Fucking goddamn annoying zombie thing here. Fucking trying to ignore the game while I'm thinking here. You know, while we're on the same topic, sorry, I'm getting a little bit weirdly sidetracked. It's like, I wonder where that stereotype thing about like singing in the shower came from, because I don't really do that, and I don't know anybody who actually does that either. Seems like it's just a thing that's like depicted in cartoons and not really something you'd see like an actual person doing. I might be wrong about that though. Like, I've never heard of anybody who actually sings in their shower. It just seems a little too weird. Hey Zachary, good to see you. Welcome to the stream, glad you can make it. Came just in time. Been doing some more of this, trying to finish it off completely today. I'm not buying a PS2, a PS3 for 40 or more. Wouldn't be a bad idea. From what I remember, PS3 can play like all previous PlayStation games on it, so it's a worthwhile investment for the sake of like playing PS1, PS2, and PS3 on it. So seems like a value that's actually pretty worthwhile overall. I'd feel like it's definitely going to be worth the money. At least in like all the legacy PlayStation systems, PS3 seems to have like some of the best available games you can get and the best available like content. There's at least a good offering on PS3. Oh god, I'm at 1 health right now. I should have been a lot more careful about how I've been going through this level, but really easy to get fucked up when you're not paying attention. Also, I think those things I was collecting I think they stay collected once you grab them, so I shouldn't have to get it again. Thank God. I fucking hate that about collectathons when you grab something and then the game doesn't fucking log it and you have to go back and track it down for the second time. That's just not fun when you have to go back and grab everything again. I don't know. Give me just a second or two. Thought I had a little more I wanted to mention on the shower topic I brought up too, but I guess not, because there's something that's coming to mind right away that I want to bring up. I'm just trying to look at my list really quick and like see if there's anything I forgot, because I've got a lot of topics here. You know, I actually had a really weird dream recently. It's not like it's anything like super crazy, but you guys ever had like a dream before where you like dream like an entire video game, and not like a game that's real, but like something that's like a concept just in your dreams? Like, I've had that experience twice now, and I've got to say, both the times it's happened in my like sleep, it's been two things that are fairly different game-wise. Like, the first thing I dreamed up was really weird one that's there's a lot of stuff in it. Like, I'd actually dreamed up an entire fucking Half-Life game in one of my dreams before. Weird as hell experience, like, dreaming that. And I'd talk about it, but it'd take fucking forever, and it might be a little awkward to bring it up on stream, so I'm not gonna discuss it right now. I might try to figure out a way where we can segue this and actually talk about it properly in another stream. But yeah, dreamed up an entire weird like co-op Half-Life thing in my dreams. It was interesting to like see this. It was almost like I was a third person perspective to my own dream. The other thing I remember was, I don't know if I'd say it's weirder or not. I had a dream where it was like I was watching a Nintendo Direct, but it wasn't a real one, obviously. Like, it was like I was watching something that was either airing in the future, or it was supposed to be something that had like been like alternative version of what we got for like Nintendo Direct. And the only thing I remember from this dream whatsoever is that I remember for some reason in this dream Metroid Prime 4 was in this dream, and like it was the only thing that was really shown in this direct. Like, it was really it didn't look great though from like the bits I saw in this dream. It was kind of crusty looking, like it still looked like it was on GameCube. Like, the graphics did not look good. The story was not very clear if there even was one. I remember Samus in like a fusion suit, and you could see like some stuff from like older Metroid games. And I'm trying to think here actually what else was there. I don't know if there's anything about like the villain that was supposed to be in Prime 4 in there or not. Oh, God damn it, the fucking camera like completely screwed me on jumping. It's fucking lovely how that shit happened. Oh well, whatever. We're gonna get this, I promise. I'm not gonna try and take forever on this, though. I want to be done with this relatively soon. Alright, give me just a second. I'm just thinking. Oh yeah, there wasn't a lot else that I can remember. I think it was just like, it was like a really weird mess. Like, it was a weird fucking dream, to say the least. Like, it didn't really have a lot of depth to it, and it was like the game coming out in like really soon in the future. You guys ever had dreams like that where you actually dream up something like a game or a movie in your dreams before? It's a fucking weird experience, like having stuff like that happen in your dreams, but it's happened a few times. I don't know. When it comes to dreams, I always have like really weird fucking dreams that are not that normal, I'd say. My dreams have a lot of strange, like I have a lot of strange dreams that don't make any sense, so I just can't really make heads or tails of a lot of them. Let me see if I'm fucking having there's like a problem with my emulator causing this. Like, sometimes when I go in this menu, I can make the camera work better if I fiddle with the setting and make it fucking stay still instead of the way it's working right now, because God knows, but this thing keeps fidgeting on me. I'm never gonna get done with this fucking level. I just need the fucking camera to hold still long enough to let me make jumps, and it's not doing that very well. Oh shit, fuck! That was not great how I fucking fell off all of a sudden. Let's just fucking go in the damn door. Give me a second or two, I'm just looking at this. Oh, actually, I have another thing I was going to bring up that'll be good. What are your guys' favorite villains and stuff, like media? You can specify video game or movie, whatever, like favorites you've seen that are really well written. Just curious to hear opinions on this. Also, is chat all good? Just gotta check. I'm not seeing any messages currently, and I want to make sure everything's working. A little bit unsure if everything's okay or not at the moment, that's all. Just don't want the stream to be having issues like broken chat. I'm thinking on like villains I remember from like stuff, and let's see here. It's a good question actually, like who's my favorite. I've got to say like Nintendo Mario has got like, it's got a lot of villains, but they're not overused. I say Bowser's overused, bless, sorry my words weren't coming out completely correctly there. I fucking hate that about Mario. There's a lot of cool, unique villains that have been introduced through either RPGs or just like throughout the games in general, and all these cool characters get shafted for Bowser. I mean, they made Bowser more likable as a character and the villain, and I'm glad, but I would love to see them fucking put up either a brand new character or fucking, and potentially just like revive one of the older villains. I don't like that about Mario, how they shafted so many good villains. Also, I'm sorry if this is not the most fun right now where I'm just like fucking dying over and over. Not my intent. Fucking doing a really poor job of like trying to multitask a little bit here. Give me a second or two. I might need my ceiling fan on a bit. It's hotter in this room than I thought it would be, and it's bothering me a little bit. Ugh, fuck. Thinking here on other things for just a moment. Oh yeah, villains topic. This is because it's a different thing, and this is like sort of related to this. Anybody been watching that Disney Plus thing that's going on, that WandaVision show or whatever? I've heard a lot of good things about that. I was curious if anybody here had like been in the loop with it and paying attention to what it's about and what it's like, because I've had the passing interest. I don't have Disney Plus, and I've never really got into Marvel too much, but I have like enough interest in the MCU shit, so I wouldn't mind watching it. I'd prefer to hear like opinions from somebody who's actually watched it before I even consider it, though. God damn it, game. I just need to fucking jump and get rid of the fucking enemy instead of being fucking hit every fucking time. Not interested in it. Yeah, I can't really blame you there. I don't really have a huge ton of interest in it myself, and for fair reason. Marvel villains or something when it comes to like that topic I was mentioning. Marvel has like a lot of interesting villains, but they get thrown away that are like, they're not used a whole lot. There's characters that are fairly well written and just like underutilized, and then you have some that are rather boring and uninteresting. Like Thanos was fairly interesting as a character, and I feel like Thanos had like room for being a pretty well developed character if he hadn't been like killed off super fast. So I've got to give him props. They did a decent job with like that story. Thanos was interesting even as somebody who didn't really have like a lot of time like watching any of the MCU shit. Like I actually enjoyed like looking at a little bit of that and trying to see Thanos's like reasons for what he's doing and his inspirations. Like that was something that was interesting. While we're on the topic of like villains, actually, what's your guys' favorite like villains from any series you can think of? Like what's the best written villains from any series you guys remember? If I had to like think on like really well written villains, it's not the easiest answer. I think Batman and Spider-Man have like some fairly good ones. Spider-Man probably more than Batman, because let's be real, a lot of You've got to be fucking kidding. This level is so fucking irritating. I'm going to do this though, and then we're gonna fucking move on and finish the other 2 levels that I need to. I had a feeling this one level would be the fucking big pain in the ass out of all 3 of them, because the fact that fucking everything is awkward. There's fucking lava everywhere, if you can call it that, and fucking trying to get around all these obstacles is incredibly awkward. And Rosemary is creepy, interesting. The only reason I say Spider-Man villains are one of my like most interested like villains from any series I can think of is probably because they're always written in a way where you can kind of understand like the character like somewhat well. Like I find in Spider-Man movies you kind of relate back to them a little bit. Any villain where it's actually like making you feel like a bit of sympathy for the villain is actually written pretty well. Doesn't mean you want to like trust them or be friends with them or you actually find them to be a good person. It's just like you can actually understand their motivations, which is something that's a sign that, hey, this villain is actually thought out a little bit and actually has like proper, I don't know what else to say besides like proper time put into like thinking the character out instead of just like fucking throwing out some villain just for the sake of having one. I'll be honest, fucking the Mario series was really guilty about that for the longest time. Like, I feel like the Mario RPGs are like the whole reason that Bowser got fleshed out as a whole. Bowser genuinely didn't have like a huge personality for the longest time. It was just until like, what was it, Mario, I guess it was around Paper Mario when they first started like really working on his character. Like Bowser now compared to Bowser back in the day, Bowser did not have a personality before like at least Mario 3, maybe even Mario 64. Bowser was just like fucking evil turtle kidnapping Princess Peach for no reason, and it didn't really add anything extra to him, to be honest. It wasn't exactly enough to make you love his character back then. Now he's actually fleshed out, and I kind of like the way Bowser's written. Like Bowser feels like a staple Nintendo character for fair reason. He's been written really well, so it's hard not to like him. Speaking of which, you guys ever noticed like Mario villains in particular are really well written? Like the RPGs have like really good written villains especially, and some of the others are pretty good too. I don't know about like Wart and his motivation, aka being like one of the only other proper instance of a mainline Mario villain, because Nintendo seems to be allergic to putting fucking actual villains into Mario for some reason. So all we've really got for main games is Wart and, yeah, I think that's right. Wario was a villain in Mario Land 2, and Wart was a villain and when it came to Super Mario Bros. 2. That's the only like immediate instances I can think of. I think there's like some alien in Mario Land 1, like I think he's called like Tataga or something like that, some weird name. So Mario Land is like the one series for Mario that's actually kind of pushed the envelope in terms of being closer to mainline and having creative bad guys in it. Let's see, I was mentioning like villains though. There's some good stuff. I've actually talked about Mario Golf. Oh, shit, I need a minute. My fucking camera is being really stupid right now. Okay, I guess I managed to get up here without fucking falling down. That's good. I was concerned something bad was going to happen. Actually, where am I supposed to go again? I think, oh, we're at the doorway. I had to go back out to get the fucking health back. My bad, I needed a second to fucking get my sense of direction going the right way again. But yeah, there's a lot of good ones. Fawful is a classic for Mario and Luigi. Fawful's written really fucking well, and I really like Fawful. Then the Paper Mario villains are all really good, especially Count Bleck. Count Bleck is like top tier writing. If you haven't played Super Paper Mario at any point, I can say safely that you should make an attempt to like try and play it on some system, whether it be Wii or whatever. I mean, Super Paper Mario is one of my favorite, like, I don't know how you'd say it's my favorite like Mario platformers. I guess it's close to the RPG games too, because it's similar to them in a lot of ways. It's another Paper Mario game, but it's not your traditional Paper Mario. It's very good though. Got a great story. Gameplay's a little bit on the easy side, but it is a spectacular game and really well written. If I'd said too much about it, I might end up spoiling why I like the villain, so better to not really say a whole lot about it. Also, I'm not sure if this is agreed upon to enter on it, but I genuinely feel like Pokemon villains as a whole are not that like great overall. Like usually they're just kind of one-dimensional and not that interesting. Usually they feel like they don't have like a lot of thought put into them, and they're usually just like evil for the sake of being evil. I don't know, Pokemon villains in particular, when it comes to villain talk, feel like they're just thrown out there without like a lot of time to like flesh out their character as a whole. I can say there's some exceptions to the rule when it comes to the villains, but I can only think of like maybe one, if not two at best, for like actual fucking good written villains in Pokemon. I don't remember like a lot of Giovanni's motivation. I don't think he was a very great villain from what I remember, and he was kind of to be honest. As far as like, let's see, thinking, I don't remember anything about. I guess I liked the story in Gold and Silver when it came to the villains, because it was like Team Rocket trying to get Giovanni back. That was a neat little twist on the norm for Pokemon, so that was a neat storyline, seeing them trying to contact him and seeing it like get fleshed out in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That was a good one. Yeah, the evil teams in Pokemon are rather dumb in most scenarios. Like, the only one that I found that was actually like very, very well written was probably Team Plasma in Pokemon White and Black and White, because Team Plasma actually had like not only good motivations, like the leader of Team Plasma is like actually somebody who cares about Pokemon and is honestly a pretty good person overall, that was being used by someone much shittier than him, aka Getsus. So it makes sense that Ian is a likable villain compared to the rest of the villains. Also, Ian feels like a fucking rival almost. Like, Ian is a very, very well done villain. It also like brings up the more interesting and fun, but not that hard to predict plot twist that's, oh wow, Ian isn't actually the big bad guy here. Getsus has been using him for his own purposes the entire time. Like, the guy gives off major fucking creep vibes, so of course Getsus is gonna be the actual fucking bad guy.
I'll take the floating chair for 200.
God damn it, I'm fucking confused as to where the fuck I'm supposed to be going. I don't remember where the fuck the exit is. I need to get dumped this fucking level, though. I mean, I wouldn't really be quick to lump in the villain category myself, but I mean, I think Game Freak considers Ian to be at least partially on the villain side. He's more misguided than he is a villain. Can't say anything about Getsus there. Getsus is just like a pure fucking asshole in the end of the day when you boil it down. Had like nothing but evil intentions. So I guess we can talk about the villains from Pokemon for a little bit. Like, I haven't really played like all of them, like I've said, so I don't really know every one of them. Like, I haven't experienced fucking any of like the Sun and Moon story besides watching it on streams, and I don't know like a whole lot about the shit. God damn it, game. I'm near the end of the level too. If I lose now when I'm fucking near the end, I'm going to be like really upset. I'm trying my best to fucking finish this without problem. This fucking camera is like sabotaging my gameplay though. God damn. Give me a second. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. I cannot be fucking getting hit and dying at this moment. I might have to stop talking for just a little bit so I can see if I can fucking get out of this fucking level alive. I'm in a very, very dangerous spot to be fucking talking and not focused right now. And I came this far, and I didn't come to fucking die, that's for sure. Okay, I have to fucking judge my jumps now.
You never guess it from the outside.
I don't understand what the fuck that joke is. This game has a lot of bad jokes in it, though. I need a second before I continue. Oh yes, I got done. Fuck, thank God. That was way too much. I am so glad I fucking survived that. Speaking of Sun and Moon, I didn't like the whole dumb thing they did, but the whole like Ultra Sun and Moon version. What is this? Is this the intro? I don't get what it's doing right now. I guess these are just supposed to be CG cutscenes though, so it doesn't really matter that much. I'm not gonna talk too much. I'll let it play. This is an odd scene. Very odd.
Secret, huh?
Okay, that was odd and not really worth the time, but I mean, I got the thing and I finished the level. We got 2 more things left in this before I'm done. That level is probably one of the harder ones in this, so thank God now we can finish the other 2 things I need to do and finish this game completely. So yeah, I think I can talk more now because this isn't as fucking hard to focus on as the last level. This one's a little bit more forgiving, even though it doesn't look like it because there's fucking lava all over the fucking ground. So if you misstep, you're gonna be fucking putting your ass in the fucking fire, alright? Anyway, like I was saying, let's talk about the Pokemon villains a little bit. I didn't like what Sun and Ultra Moon, did. I find the whole Team Rainbow Rocket with like all the villains in it to be a rather boring fucking plot line. It's like, it feels like they just take like the most evil versions of like all the like bad guys and shove them in one game. It's like, I don't feel like this would happen either in reality. These teams were gathering up for their own purposes. There's not really a whole lot to suggest they would want to team up like the game did in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. They were focused on moving their objective forward, so why would they care to team up with another evil team when their focus is to focus on their own goal? Wouldn't it be more simple for them to just do what they wanted to? Like, that's part of what they're... I feel like it's a part of their reasoning. It's like, I don't feel like the fucking stuff there makes any sense. I think the Team Rainbow Rocket shit is just weird and kind of not the best of writing from what I've seen. I've only watched it on YouTube, but it doesn't look that interesting. It just looks like a cop-out excuse to bring back all the evil teams, honestly. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Let's try to get this fucking camera where I fucking hate how the camera is just fucking itself while I'm in the middle of trying to jump right now and I need to move. Oh my god. Just give me fucking free control over the camera for fuck's sake. Let me fucking move. Oh god. I don't remember where the fuck I'm supposed to be going to. I think I know, like, a general idea of where the game wants me. Yeah, over here. Think of the remakes? You mean, oh, the Diamond Pearl remake. Shit, I didn't read that until the second. And after this, give me a second and I can discuss that. I need to fucking get on this fucking safe ground. I'm near a checkpoint, I think, so I'm gonna not be super talkative. I've talked about that a little bit, but I don't mind discussing it again since nobody was really around for the last stream. Oops, excuse me. Okay, checkpoint. We're safe now. We don't have to worry about game being a fucking total dickhead because we have a good chunk of the level already through. Yeah, okay, I can talk about this a little bit since I talked about it some, but I haven't talked about it like a huge amount on the stream. I didn't love what I saw of the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I'm gonna be honest. I thought they looked rather bad, and I don't like how it's a weird chibi art style. It might just be me. I think there's a lot of people who agree on this sentiment. I feel like I was in the same camp of like, if I was gonna pick this up, it'd have to be not only interesting but look good, and these games look like they have possibly a worse like art style and graphics than the original Diamond and Pearl, which I'll be honest, that completely rubs me the wrong way. I don't like how the art style just looks really and kind of ugly looking. I feel like I have no attachment to the way this looks currently, even though I'm not like huge on the original art style necessarily. Looking at the DS versions of Diamond and Pearl, like, and especially what I remember, and like looking back at these like remakes, it's like I don't feel like these games got a great remake treatment. Like, I kind of look at it and it's like they outsourced the main remakes so they could work on their main series project, and that's cool and all. I'm fine with that as a whole, but maybe check with what you're doing a little bit further and try to get a good art style that fandom can agree on being better than for you to like decide to fucking outsource the game. That's what I'd say to that. It's like, yeah, put a little more thought into it. Ooh, gotta be careful here. I'm fucking near death again. There's supposed to be health around here somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. Also, I need to like grab on the wall, I think, so I have to fucking be very careful about this. Oh, god damn it, I had a feeling that fucking happened. Yeah, I don't know, I don't like the way the remakes look very much. It might just be me, but I do not think they look like they're very great looking. Oh, that's not cool, game. Fucking burn me while I can't fucking get on the goddamn platform, and use it to stay alive like I need to. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, I don't know. The limited Pokédex thing doesn't make me feel happy either, knowing they're still doing Dexit, and only the Platinum Pokédex makes it sound like it's not going to be worth it at all. Unless it's like the same original Dex of like the fucking national Dex in the game, even from Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, but I bet it's not going to be that. I bet it's going to be fucking just like the regional Dex from Platinum, which is not something I'm happy about if that's the case. People are like saying like, oh, it'll be fine as long as they transfer like, or allow you to transfer your Pokemon over to like either Sword and Shield or Legends, and it's like, for starters, I don't think that's their goal. And secondly, what makes you think they're going to let you bring the Gen 4 Pokemon over to Sword and Shield or like Legends Arceus? Maybe the Gen 4 Pokemon's a Sinnoh, but like, for God's sake, I really, really don't think that we're going to get the option to transfer fucking any of our Gen 4 Mons into Sword and Shield. There's no indicator they're going to open up like transferability for more Pokemon to drop in just because the remakes are out. In fact, if anything, I would see them excusing it as like, oh, these remakes are here. If you want Gen 4 Pokemon, you can play the remakes. So otherwise, you can fuck off and not talk to us about these Pokemon. I don't know. You just be Diamond version. It's like you're 20 levels under leveled. Yeah, I've had that experience some, although I think more. I remember with like Gold and Silver on a recent playthrough, I beat it when I was under leveled because the fact that I fucking was trying to get through to do like a shiny hunt thing before I gave up on that, and I was going after Celebi, I think, and fucking the game is really bad about not giving you like a lot of opportunities to get your level up, so it was a little awkward and you get kind of not the best leveling. Like I remember Kanto in those games was good, but it had some issues where the game didn't really make it easy to keep your level up with the curve properly. That was like one of the big complaints about the game, even though it was overall really good. And I think having stuff like Kanto and Heart Gold Soul Silver was actually more of a positive than a negative though, so I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. Obviously I did. It was one of my favorites and really good remake. Honestly, when I think of like what I liked about Gen 4, the first thing that comes to mind is Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Those games were fucking fantastic, and I hope we get like Let's Go Gold and Silver eventually. That'd be something that I would buy day one easily. I've said that before, but I really do have that opinion of it. I hold Gold and Silver in very high regard because they're very, very good games in my opinion. Just really, really quality Pokemon games. Also, Legends Arceus, I've got to be honest, when it comes to the stuff in the Pokemon Presents, it looks 10 times better than the fucking remakes. Also, in general, this is like the project that we should have been seeing instead of like fucking Sword and Shield for like an excuse for Dexit, because I don't think Sword and Shield should have Dexit in the first place. But in the case of Legends Arceus, it's like a huge open world game. There's no feasible way they could shove in like all the Pokemon, so Dexit totally makes sense there. It's only natural they'd have to leave out Pokemon for this like weird open world game they're making. This is a weird scene. I don't think I've seen anything like this in the game.
Up his brain, you bloody baboon!
The fuck was that? It's just some... Okay, so these secret cutscenes things are like blown out of proportion. They're like 5 or 10 seconds of like extra game footage and not even fucking worth it, so that was rather fucking stupid. Whatever, we got one more red remote done and we're actually finished with the game completely, so let's get this over with. Yeah, Legends Arceus looks really, really good. I genuinely think that'll be a fun time. I mean, I've got to be worried though, the game is kind of janky looking, and speaking of that, like, there were a lot of issues present in the trailer that I found that were something I was concerned about. I don't know about if like a lot of people would agree with me on this, but one thing I remember noticing like really quickly about Legends Arceus, the animations look incredibly stiff for some reason, and the frame rate doesn't look good. I'm not talking about like the fucking 5 FPS Gecko either. That was one thing that was really bad, seeing this Gecko pop up on screen, or well, man, that's not the right name. You know what I'm talking about, the Pokemon Shingling or whatever it's called, the one that's like a pre-evolution. But yeah, that Pokemon had like a really low frame rate to it and looked really fucking bad. But also, something about the animations didn't look right. Like, you could see where the battling was going on, and it looked incredibly fucking stiff for some reason. Like, I remember watching like the scene where they had that Lucario out fighting a Garchomp, and all I could think when I was watching it is like, why does this look so poorly animated? Like, this doesn't look like it's very high quality. It looks like they just rushed something to be put together for the sake of this Pokemon Presents and didn't really try to make it look very polished. Like, the animation looked really, really bad for an attack animation. Like, if you're gonna put in an animation in the game, at least try to make it look solid. It looked like it was like nearly good looking, but it looked like it was missing like part of the animation or something. I don't know. There were a lot of like little weird problems in the game that cropped up that I'm a little concerned about, and even the game's like frame rate out in the fucking and WoW didn't look super great overall. Like, I hope they can get that under control before the release of the game. Especially seeing that it's like an early 2022 game. I don't want them rushing something big like that, and yet, knowing Game Freak, they're going to. I kind of wish we got a little more info. I mean, I know they didn't bother, but like, would have been nice to see like the underlying story a little bit, or some other details. Like, maybe even get to see like Arceus itself in the game for like a little bit, even if we only get like a cutscene of it appearing for like a second or two in front of the trainer, just like see like something interesting. Would have been very, very neat to see a little more of that. Oh god, am I doing the wrong thing to fucking progress up here? I know there's something nearby to get up there and finish the level. Fuck. Team Galactic is a big part in the story. I don't even know if Team Galactic's going to be in the game, and I mean, they're literally like one of the modern Pokemon villains, so I would imagine they may not even have their inception. They could have something like an older version of Team Galactic, like somebody who's related to Cyrus, I guess, but I mean, I really doubt they would go for that angle. I would imagine this is going to be something more interesting. Maybe we'll even get to see something along the lines of Giratina getting banished into like its own dimension. That'd be something that'd be fairly neat to see Giratina and Arceus actually like fighting in the storyline. I feel like that'd be something that could make a little bit more of a fun angle to bring into this. People have been speculating that this does good, that like, if you look at like, not look at, even like it's to say, people are speculating this game does well, that maybe we could see like a sequel game where we get like something for Black and White as well, where we get like a game where it's Pokemon Legends Kyurem. And I kind of gotta say, now that I think about it, like I genuinely think of another like Legends game in the future, if this one is good, would be a great idea. Have fucking an opportunity to bring back the fucking plotline of Kyurem and like the original dragon and whatnot, and like finally show us this unseen Pokemon form we haven't got to check out that everybody wants to see. Like, I feel like that'd be nice, and they haven't shown us, no matter how much they've done anything of Black and White, we don't know what Kyurem actually looked like for it split apart. We only have like Black Kyurem and White Kyurem as a consolation prize. I'd like to see the entire dragon before it got split apart though. That was something I was a little upset about, as we didn't get to see that. Black and White has like a really good story, so it'd be nice to see like a story that kind of gives us the entire picture and not leaving something big out like part of the legendary lore, basically. I think I'm nearly fucking done with this. The outfit, there's a Team Galactic like logo. Huh, interesting. I don't know, I wonder what they're going to be doing with the story. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Pokemon that are missing from the story too, since it's going to be fucking set in the older days. There'll probably be Pokemon that definitely can't be present. It'd be cool if we could see like more stuff from like the fossil Pokemon, like other forms, since it's very likely if there's like fossil Pokemon, they wouldn't be the exact same, since, you know, fossil Pokemon always revive into like rock types because they're to be revived from a fossil, so it'd be neat to see like fossil Pokemon with like new typing. Okay, that is the last level I needed to do in the last red remote, I think, and I am definitely not repeating the final boss because I don't have the fucking urge to. I don't know how long we were going. I am going to say that's going to be the end of the stream today, and also just the end of my Gex playthrough in general. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play through this. This was pretty fun. It kind of got worse over time and wasn't as enjoyable to play the game. It felt like it lost quality, so I'm glad I'm through with it, but hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. It was alright, and it was a fun time to play through, but I'll be stopping here. Also, I don't know how things are going to be going for the future of the channel right now and streaming. I have a lot that I need to talk about in an update video that I'm going to be putting up on the channel sometime soon. It'll be next week or the week after or something. I don't know exactly. Just keep an eye on the Discord. I'll have a topic talking about this, and I have a topic talking about streaming and what's going on with that in a little bit, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, now that I've finished the content I wanted to in this, I'll be stopping stream. I'd appreciate everybody watching, and like I said, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great day or night. I'll see you guys in the next update video where I talk about shit, and see you guys later. Bye everyone, take care, thanks for watching.